Good morning, friends. It is Pastor JD here with another morning devotion. This one for Wednesday, January the 13th. I hope this finds you well. You may have seen in the 80s, I guess it was, maybe early 90s, but probably still in the 80s, the movie The Fisher King. Had Jeff Bridges in it, Robin Williams. A little dark, kind of twisted, but a really beautiful movie that I liked a lot when I was a college kid watching a bunch of Robin Williams movies, trying to be an actor. That's a story for a different day. And in the middle of that story, one of the characters tells the following story to the other. I think the story existed before the movie, but it arrives perfectly in the movie. And I've been thinking about it the last couple of days because I see so many of us trying to do what is right, trying to do things that help others. And lots of times we just got to simplify what it is that is needed. This story points to that. So as our devotion this morning, I thought I would read this little piece that features prominently in the movie The Fisher King, which is a very old movie now. Did you ever hear the story of the Fisher King? It begins with the king as a boy, having to spend the night alone in the forest to prove his courage so that he could become king. While he was alone, he's visited by a sacred vision. Out of the fire appears the Holy Grail, the symbol of God's divine grace, and a voice spoke to the boy, "You shall be the keeper of the Grail, that it may heal the hearts of men." But the boy was blinded by greater visions of a life filled with power and glory and beauty. And in this state of radical amazement, he felt for a brief moment, not like a boy, but invincible, like God. And so he reached into the fire to take the Grail, and the Grail vanished, leaving him with his hand in the fire to be terribly wounded. Now, as this boy grew older, his wound grew deeper until one day, life for him lost its reason. He had no faith in any man, not even himself. He couldn't love or feel love. He was sick with experience. He began to die. One day, a fool wandered into the castle and found the king alone. Being a fool, he was simple-minded. He didn't see a king. He saw a man alone and in pain. He asked the king, "What ails you, friend?" The king replied, "I'm thirsty. I need some water to cool my throat." So the fool took a cup from beside the bed, filled it with water, handed it to the king. And as the king began to drink, he realized that his wound was healed. He looked at his hands, and there was the Holy Grail, that which he sought his whole life. And he turned to the fool and said in amazement, "How could you find that which my brightest and bravest could not?" And the fool replied, "I don't know. I only knew that you were thirsty." My friends, we are moving through the book of Genesis, and what that tells us is a story of how God tries to give us all these great blessings, and we try to become God. He tries to set it up so that we have everything that we need and all our needs met, and so that we can just exist in this perfect harmony. And over and over and over again, as he tries to make it right, we try to force the issue and become God, to have his power, his knowledge. And so, just like in this story, we reach for things that do not belong to us, that are illusions. So, just like in this story, we cripple ourselves with our ambition, with our quest to be something we weren't meant to be. And the wisest of us tend to be those that just see the basic needs of those around us and meet them. Offer a helping hand, a hug, a little food, or a drink of water. May you this week, and as we move through this year, find little ways you can just meet the needs of those who are ailing around you, so that you might be the vessel God uses to heal someone, to change someone's life, to redeem their story, to tell a new one about him. Be blessed today, my friends. Amen.